Back again on the coronavirus issues from an enterprise architect's perspective, because I'm very much living this at the moment, being in quarantine. One of the things I'm noticing from the various news sources I'm looking at online is the very real probability, very high probability of a recession on a fully global scale. So what does that mean in practice? What do we think we need to do from an enterprise architecture perspective? Well, the first one is look at this. It's a risk, yes, but whenever there's risk, there's also opportunity. We need to look at always from the opportunity, if only for the possibility of a reset. We're also looking at that it's really highlighting some major dysfunctions in the entire way we run our economy. Because in this situation, most people and most businesses, their incomes have all but stopped. But the debts and the mortgage payments and the rentals continue on. And so it really shows up the one-sidedness of the structure and the way that it's likely to fail, because clearly that's not sustainable for more than a matter of weeks. And we're looking at something that's likely to last for a matter of months. So looking at a reset, looking at really looking at how we make a real economics work, but also looking at it from a more personal sense, by the personal sense of the business, but also at the personal level as well. Using SCORE, we talk about what are our strengths, our challenges, our options, the responses from the real world, and how does it hold to effectiveness. We're always looking for how things work better together on purpose. So one of the things here is that we're all in this together. The only way out of this is to really work together with others rather than think solely of our own position. And looking at it in terms of what are our strengths, what are the capabilities that we have available to us, the assets that we have. Because a lot of them, if they're based on debt, we've got a real issue there. But what are the other assets? Well, for example, connecting with other people, the ability to connect, to build stories together, to build structures together in new ways. Those are real capabilities that many of us have that we didn't actually realize we have. Another one is looking at what are the challenges. Well, as soon as we solve a challenge, it becomes a capability that we can use for something else. On the options side, as I've been saying, look at the responsibility, the risks and the opportunities always as a symmetric pair. Whenever there's risk, there's opportunity. Whenever there's opportunity, there's risks. And we're also looking always for the feedback from the real world, the responses, the reactions, the rewards, the returns. But check all of them against effectiveness. What are the criteria that you hold for making that tell you that things are effective? How do we make the whole thing work? Look towards others, look towards sharing with others to make it work. There's a very interesting point I've been pointing out to some people a while back, which is that in principle at least, we could replace every single monetary transaction with the one phrase, what do you need? So how do you make that work? Look at what other needs are, how we can serve them, how we can support them. That's how we can start getting ready now for a recession that's coming our way.